Recently, I made a mistake during a routine administrative task. One of my responsibilities is to send out registration codes to customers of our CAP 15189 education products. It's not a difficult task. I've been doing it for years without thinking much about it. Then about 4 months ago, I noticed a glaring mistake. I'd sent out a code for the QMS Implementation Roadmap course, shown here with the word roadmap abbreviated as RM. But what I meant to do was send out a code for root cause analysis, shown here with root cause abbreviated as RC. I decided I would try to apply some mistake proofing tactics. The first step was to map the process, and I realized I had no process. I was just winging it. It wasn't a difficult task, but there were quite a few steps, and I was probably doing it differently every single time. So I mapped out the steps. Turned out there were 10 of them. As soon as I started writing them down, I immediately noticed things that could benefit from mistake-proofing tactics. Then I went through each step and looked at the risks. Lots of things jumped out at me. For example, to get registration codes, I go to a spreadsheet and select a tab based on the course name. Notice that RM and RC are right next to each other, and they look alike. Even the shape of the words roadmap and root cause is similar. So it's easy to click on the wrong tab and extract the wrong code. This is probably the reason I made the mistake. One of the mistake-proofing tactics is to eliminate lookalikes and soundalikes. For a number of reasons, I didn't want to move these two tabs into a different place or change their names, but there are other ways that I could address this. For instance, I can color code the tabs to make sure they are distinct in appearance and carry a warning that this is a potential area of confusion. I also decided to create a table to copy my codes into. That way I could visually check the code against the course title, and I could avoid the additional risk of mistyping one of the course names. If I wanted to mistake-proof this further, I could use an Excel table and build in conditional programming so that I would get a confirmation that the code I inserted matched the course, or a warning if it did not match. After going through each step in the process and identifying the risks and appropriate mistake-proofing tactics, I documented a standard approach and a procedure, which includes a standard text for the email, standard tables for the course names and codes, and an optimal sequence of steps. Now I always use this procedure and its embedded templates because I know it will save me time and lower the risk of mistakes.